Hello, hello. Welcome to Sparkle.Sanctuary. My name is Rebecca. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. So today is going to be a post review for the month of June. I don't normally do post reviews. I did one for April and May, and because I had completed so many diamond paintings, I hadn't posted. And honestly, the month of June just kind of flew by, and I completed a whole bunch of images without actually getting any of my completions recorded. So I thought I would go ahead and share with you what I've been working on. I don't have any current whips because I'm getting ready to go out of town with my daughters, but I'm sure by the time I post this, I will be working on yet another image to work on diamond painting because I have really found my diamond painting groove. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. My first completion, let me pull up my phone, sorry. I'm gonna pull up my phone so I can make sure that I have the correct dates on when I completed these and the information on them that I have, what very little I do have. So this first thing that I have completed is the Ocean edition of Paint Gem set. This was actually gifted to me by somebody very kind at the Crafter's Paradise Retreat because I had finished what I was working on and I didn't really have anything else to work on at the moment. So I finished a handful of these while I was there at the retreat. It was the 1st of June that I finished them. And then the rest of them I completed once I got back home. This kit typically contains 16 images. She had already completed one of them, but gifted me the other 15 plus some special diamonds to go in it. So I thought that was really neat. So I'll just show them to you really fast. This one, I did add this sparkle gem. And I don't know the names of all of these. I will put a picture in here if I can. And then here's another one. And again, this yellowy color is a special that I added. Here is another one. This one has like a pixie dust or fairy dust, the ones with the mica powder on top. Here's another one. This one I actually added 2 specials to. There's this one and then this purple one here. Some of these I may forget what I added to them because it has been almost a full month. But there's this one. And this one. And this one. And this one. This one. This one's one of my favorites. I love the way that came out with the metallic kind of diamond in there. This one. This one. This is another one of my favorites. I love the way this looks. And this is a sparkler for square. This one. This one. And that. So those are the 15 that I completed. And I've never done a paint gem set before. These are just partials. They are squares and they're just on the plastic canvas. It came in a box and it didn't have any of the original contents in it aside from the gems and these in it and the instructions. So I don't know much about the toolkit, though she did provide me with a nicer toolkit from a fairly nice toolkit from Diamond Art Club. And then, like I said, she provided me a bunch of specials to be able to bling this up how I wanted to. So yeah, I thought that was really nice and very, very generous of her. So yeah, go on to the next finish. This one I completed, the last ones I completed on June 5th. All right, so my next finish is something that was actually something my daughter had started probably back in 2020, maybe 2021, and it was never finished and she'd wanted it finished. So I went ahead and completed it for her. This is White Tiger. It is just something that I found on Amazon, so it's not something that I could tell you where to go and purchase it again. I believe this is just a like a free licensed image, so I'm not concerned about copyright and or anything, but it's just a plastic canvas. The diamond quality was okay. It is double-sided adhesive, so I had some bubbles and rivers in here. I can feel them actually as I'm running my hands over it. I don't think I would recommend this purchase again for anybody, but you know, quality has changed in the last 5 years, and so this company may be using poured glue instead of the double-sided adhesive. Double-sided adhesive was when it's just a piece of tape kind of basically put over the canvas. And so, yeah, this did have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 colors. I also need to say, like, it's a really flimsy, malleable canvas. And so that actually made the rivers like more prevalent because of the type of adhesive they use. So I did have to go through and cut some of it. I think there's still issues, and I do have some concern with how it's raised, but so far none of the diamonds have come off. And so it just is what it is. But yeah, I think from a distance, this actually looks really good, and she was very pleased with it. And so honestly, that's all that's important to me. So we'll move on to the next one. So this image that I did, that I completed, the third completion, the tiger completion, I finished on 6/10. So that one it only took me like 2 days to finish that one. I actually had started this image first, but while I was working on it, she said she wanted that other one completed. So I paused this one to work on that. This one is from a company that I don't even think exists anymore. It's Paint with Diamonds. I purchased this back in 2020. Again, I am really hoping that this was just like free domain in artwork, because I haven't been able to find it anywhere. I love this book and I love the idea. I think the company, the diamonds, the quality were just awful. I can feel them as I'm running my hand across it, all the drills that have popped up. And I have already spent multiple times trying to get all these drills pushed down. Anytime I move this canvas, they pop up. And this again is double-sided adhesive. So I was combating bubbles and rivers while also combating horrific diamonds. And then this entire book was nothing but confetti. I will go ahead and bring this in so I can kind of show you. So as you can see, there's not just a few colors in here. There's lots and lots and lots of colors. There's not really any room for multi-placing. This was a lot of single placing, or maybe 2 at a time. This back area here was supposed to be black, all black, but for some reason, the black diamonds that I had were a mixture of colors. In fact, the black diamonds that came in this kit were so bad, and they were also grayish, that I went ahead and didn't use those at all. I spent the last basically 5 years collecting black square drills from other diamond paintings, and added them into a bag and used those on this. They were still not the best quality diamonds, but I will say that, like, the areas where I'm finding the most of the popping of the drills isn't in this section that is black. It's the other section. I put a quote unquote black because apparently at some point the black drills were grayish. And so the background looks like a speckled, let me see if I can pull this up here. This kind of looks like speckled gray and black. There you go. That's a pretty good view. So you can see it's not all quite black, but honestly, from a distance, you can't really tell. It all looks black, and the confettiness of the background actually matches the confettiness of the books up close. Thankfully, I didn't have to do that as confetti. That was all multi-placing. And so like the outside edges and the top corners of this diamond painting were what went fairly quickly. So I was able to complete this diamond painting on June 18th. So I started it on the 5th, shortly after I completed the paint gem sets. But like I said, I took a couple days to help out with the other one. This kit has, let's see, 45 colors, and it says it's a 60 by 40, but I haven't measured it. So I'm imagining it's probably about that without the canvas. I'm not sure. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This company doesn't sell these anymore, but I did really like this image and I thought it would be pretty. I will try and potentially cut this down and seal this so that I could maybe give it as a gift, because it is such a pretty image and I like it. But if the diamonds won't stay down, then it'll just be one of those other diamond paintings that ends up with my stash. This is just a plastic canvas. I have noticed a little bit of fraying around the edges because it is not, cut to a very specific way. It just is a plastic canvas that was cut. And like I said, there's double-sided adhesive on here. So anyway, let's go ahead and finish up with this one, and I will show you my last finish for the month. All right, so this is my last finish. This one was my favorite one to work on for the month. I mean, I loved the paint gem set, don't get me wrong, but this image just really, when I was finished, I was so happy. So this is Talisman. This is a diamond painting by, or the image is by Anne Julie Aubrey, but it was legally licensed through Diamond Art Club. So here is the image. There is a nice amount of color blocking confetti where you have like little blocks of color intermixed, but they aren't, it's not one color for a big section. I think the biggest section that had one color was like this patch of her hair or this patch of her hair, but then there was still intermixed little bits of white in here that you can see. But so yeah, I really liked this image. The most confetti heavy area was the flowers here on her head, as well as this flower bouquet in her hands. Everything else was pretty either line blocking through here or decent color blocking. So I just enjoyed this image so much. I love how much the butterfly pops off on her shoulder. But what I really enjoy is the specials. So it does come with it came with two ABs. ABs stand for Aurora Borealis. They are representative of the Northern Lights. So they have a like an iridescent hue on them to make them different colors. So let me see if I can show you. So there's one of them. But what I added, which is you can see here, are these green crystals into the leaves. Not every leaf is a green crystal, but there's quite a bit here in her bouquet. And then in these leaves, particularly down here, you can see that shine there. But then I also added another AB because there was the second AB was up here in this flower here, but I added this AB in the background. So this entire white portion that goes around her head that has almost like a doily kind of look to it. I don't know how to describe it other than that. But I did go ahead and add ABs to that. And I just love how shiny it is. I don't know that I love that this is a pink and purple hue and there's really not a pink and purple to the rest of the diamond painting, but I think this flower here kind of draws it all in together. But yeah, I do think it adds a little bit of extra shine and it really balances out the green crystals that I put here in the petals of the leaves that are here. There is also a tiny bit of the crystals in her hair here, but that color was less frequent here than it was down below, if that makes sense. So anyway, I purchased this kit probably back in 2021. I don't think Diamond Art Club sells it anymore, but this is something that you could keep an eye out on D-Stash groups if this is something that caught your eye. There's 34 colors. This is a soft backlit canvas. It is scalloped and poked so that it doesn't fray at all on the edges. Diamond Art Club always has their information at the top and then legends on the sides, which make this super easy to be able to find the symbols and stuff like that if you don't kit up, but I do. Anyway, like I said, this one was a fast workup. I completed her on June 26th. Today is the 27th, and I'm getting ready to go away for the weekend. So I don't know when I'll get this video edited or when I'll get it posted, but I definitely won't get any more diamond painting completed before the 1st. So I thought I would go ahead and record this for you. Anyway, that is all I have. These are all my completions for the month. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Also, let me know which one of these is your favorite. I mean, I love the way this one worked up, but you may not love the way this one looks as much as one of the other ones that I completed. So yeah, let me know. Anyway, I hope you are doing well. Hope you're all taking care of yourselves and keeping cool in the summer heat, drinking lots of water and all the good things if you're in the summer heat. I know in other countries in the world, it is cold. So hope you're keeping warm if you're in those areas. Anyway, I appreciate you being here today. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you made it this far, please give me a thumbs up, and I will definitely see you in my next video. Just remember, wherever you go to take care of your mental health is your Sparkle Sanctuary. So I'll take time to take care of you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.